You all will wonder that why am I trying to say to don't change yourself for 2026, right? And you will be like, oh, come on, it's new year, it should be new me. But let me tell you something, okay? Let me ask you something. Tell me the valid reason you want to change yourself. Like, seriously, why do you want to change yourself? Is it because your toxic friends or some relatives or a random person just came up to you and said, oh, you should try to change yourself, you should try to put some makeup on, you should try to put on some new clothes, and you should try to some like fit in and blah blah, all of that stuff? Then don't change yourself. If you are doing it for others, then don't change yourself. But if you are doing it for yourself, then yeah, change yourself. Be who you are. Hey beautifuls, I am Marhamna and welcome to my channel. I teach everybody to trust their powers here. So yeah, today's topic is going to be why you should not change yourself for 2026. Okay, and yeah, let's get into the video. You know what, guys? Changing yourself does not mean that you have to change yourself entirely as a person, okay? You don't have to be someone else entirely, okay? Changing yourself means taking small steps towards your goal, okay? It's about letting go of limiting beliefs. It's about changing your mindset to a better mindset. Because you know what? It's literally about self improvement. And that thought of changing yourself must be entirely yours. That decision must be yours. It should be genuine and intentional. Because if you are doing that just because someone told you to, then you are not going to change. No matter what, you cannot change yourself just because someone told you to. Because you are having the intention of changing yourself, you are having the genuine and real intention of doing it, then absolutely you can change yourself. It's not about changing yourself to the whole entire different person. It's about self improvement, guys. It's about changing yourself to a better person rather than changing yourself entirely. It's literally about removing the habits that keep you stuck as a person you are not. And, like, for example, there were hundreds of situations in your life where you said yes, but when you just wanted to say no, you pretend to be okay when you are not. You isolate yourself into an environment where you don't belong. Because you know what, guys? You guys keep choosing validation instead of peace. And that is the thing that makes you stress out most of the time. Choosing validation instead of peace is just like choosing stress instead of happiness. It's like that. Guys, stop asking yourself that how should I change myself? How should I make myself look more prettier and blah blah. Instead, ask yourself, what am I doing every day that is not aligned with me? Because when you do that, that's literally called evolution, guys. That's evolution. And please take some notes, guys, because when it's time to choose someone a birthday gift who just literally take you for granted, you actually take notes for them, okay? But when it comes to you improving yourself, you just take it easy and scroll. Like, seriously, guys, don't you love yourself? Or do you like literally hate yourself or something? Because take notes, guys. Before you try to change yourself in 2026, do this, okay? Ask yourself these three questions first and take notes in your journal, in your notebook, or whatever, okay? So, the first question you should ask yourself is, am I doing this? Am I changing myself just because am I ashamed of who I am right now? Okay, this is the first question you should ask yourself before changing yourself. And the second question is, am I genuinely feeling to change myself? Am I doing it intentionally or just because somebody told me to? Okay, and the third one is, am I changing myself to be accepted in the society? Or am I changing myself just because in 2026, I'm going to choose myself. I'm not going to choose others' opinions or anything else. Ask yourself these questions first. If your answer to these questions is fear, pressure, or comparison, then just stop your urgency to change yourself. Literally, guys, just stop it. Because when it is not intentional, then it is just a waste of time. When it's intentional, it's real. When it's not, then it's a waste of time. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Because when you are ready to change yourself, your mind, your body, your soul should be ready to evolve themselves, okay? And when you try to do it for someone else, then just stop. That's not going to be growth, okay? That's literally self-abandonment. Self-abandonment, guys. So make yourself, make your mind, make your body ready to evolve themselves before you try to change yourself. What, guys? Instead of changing your personalities, if just change your boundaries. Change your boundaries, guys. And instead of changing how you talk, how you look, just change how you speak to yourself. Because when you don't respect yourself when you're talking to yourself, then instead of changing how you look, change how you speak to yourself. And instead of changing who you are, what you are, change what you tolerate. Change what you tolerate every day, okay? And so instead of changing to fit in, change your environment. Why you are trying to change yourself just because you want to fit in? You already know, guys, that they have different personalities, you have different personality. Then you cannot become somebody else just because you want to fit in. They are different, you are different. So keep your boundaries, please. Keep your boundaries. One more thing, guys. You know what? Never ever compare your new perspective with your old one, okay? Like, don't sit there and judge yourself, asking and saying, oh, why was I so dumb back then? Or why didn't I know this earlier? You didn't knew. Simple. You were doing your best you could with the mindset, with the environment, with the situation you had at that time. So why are you judging yourself when you literally fought through every type of, I would say, battles that came up to your life? And when you compare your new mindset, your new perspective with your old one, it will just create guilt. It will just create shame or unnecessary, I would say, stress. Because that old version of you was not wrong. It was literally learning, guys. It was your learning phase. And this new version exists because your old self didn't give up in the past. Respect who you were back then, okay? Because take that lesson and move forward without dragging your past self for surviving. Because let me give you an example, okay? When you were a kid, you was learning alphabets back then, right? And now you're learning thermodynamics. So just think, okay? Just think. Will you judge yourself for not judge your past self for not knowing thermodynamics back then? Will you? No, right? That's just funny. So just like that, you cannot judge your past self for not knowing the things that you know right now, because your past self was literally surviving. Your past self was not aware of what you are aware right now. You guys have to take the lessons, you guys have to take the experience, and you have to be proud of yourself that you survived the things that others don't. Most of the people give up in between their experiences or in between their lives. But you didn't. You guys kept going. So be proud of yourself. Okay? Be proud, guys. Instead of trying to say that I was this, I was that, don't just stop judging yourself and be proud of who you were back then. Your past self literally fought through the battles of your life, and you are judging it, and you are judging your past self for, fighting the battles of your life. Literally, guys, you think like that? So stop doing it. Respect yourself. When you respect yourself, others will respect you. Because when you don't, others will just take you easy. Okay? Observe, guys, when you are not respecting yourself and you are sitting in the middle of whole crowd, nobody's gonna respect you because you don't respect you. You don't keep the boundaries. You don't keep the limits. You guys let people do whatever they want to say to you because you don't respect yourself. And when you don't respect yourself, the boundaries, the limits, nothing just means nothing to you. And when you respect, you keep the boundaries with the people. You keep the limits. So people respect you. Get that. Okay, so that's it for today, beautifuls. I hope you find it informative, and if you did, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more relatable and informative content. So meet you in the next video, guys, and until then, keep choosing yourself. Bye bye.